Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the We're Going 5 podcast powered by TSH Tennis. And for the first time in 14 years, we have the world number 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the semifinals of the Australian Open. We're going to break down what happened in the quarters. We're going to break down what we expect in the semis. And of course, we'll make some picks. But first off, I'm Yusuf.
Hi, I'm Ismail.
Hey guys, I'm Haroon.
So many interesting matchups that we have in front of us here, guys. Probably the best semifinal lineup that we can ask for. Carlos Alcaraz against Alexander Zverev. Jannik Sinner against Novak Djokovic. You know, after a really, I would say, boring Australian Open, we might have an epic end coming our way, guys.
Come on, not boring. Come on.
I don't know. Man. No 5 centers on. Anyways, you guys can have
It was
your opinions.
amazing.
But not. I expected more. But to start off, guys, we have to talk about wild outcome of the Lorenzo Musetti Novak Djokovic match. Ismail, you said Novak's gonna win this one in 3 sets. He did win this one in 3 sets, but not how we expected. Lorenzo Musetti going up 2 sets on Novak, eventually tearing something from what he's saying in his hip and having to retire from the tournament. Novak moves on to his 54th Grand Slam semifinal. Your thoughts?
First of all, I'm so sad for Lorenzo Yusuf. This was his coming out party. It looked like this is the match that's going to elevate him to tier 1 because he was absolutely dominating Novak the way Sinner and Alcaraz were dominating him last year. It was scary sights. Even though Novak came out looking really good with that break in the early part of the first set, he looked completely in control. Almost went double break up, it felt like, but then Lorenzo Musetti found a level I have never seen before. By far, the best level I have ever seen him play. Absolutely gut-wrenching. I was so stunned by the level Musetti showed, Yusuf. Such a nice sign to see that from Musetti. So concerning from Novak, his level. But I'm just sad for Lorenzo because, like Novak said, he was supposed to be at home, Yusuf.
Yeah. Haroon, what were your thoughts?
Really sad, obviously, for Lorenzo because I've been somebody who wasn't super high on Lorenzo. It's something that you say it's beautiful. I just, I disagree a bit, but he's a guy I have to give a lot of respect. And for somebody that has a head-to-head record 9-1 against the GOAT Novak Djokovic, he came out
1-9. He's on the losing end.
1-9. Apologies. 1-9 against Novak Djokovic. You would expect this is somebody who's going to come out and be afraid, of this aura of Djokovic. But he came out and played like he's the one who has a 9-1 head-to-head against Djokovic. So he was playing amazing.
Haroon, last time they played in Miami on outdoor hard, he lost 6-2, 6-2.
Unbelievable. And he was actually playing so well. I felt like he was playing like with his eyes closed. He was playing so relaxed, so confident.
Yeah.
A lot of passing shots he was doing so eloquently, so elegantly. My apologies. And he was doing it so well. So I have to give him a lot of credit there for. I thought that what you expected. Obviously, Novak Djokovic is rested and he's like coming up with a very amazing game plan to take them down in straights because he wants to rest. For Jannik Sinner, he came out and got punched in the mouth. Down 2 sets to 0. Like, that's unbelievable for somebody like Novak. And for it to switch up completely like that, it's like a Hail Mary. It's really a sign of God like that. Musetti wasn't supposed to go through. Djokovic was supposed to face Sinner in the semi. Like, that was
crazy.
Unbelievable. I was like, by the way, I've been completely drenched from this whole Australian Open swing. It's been ruining my schedule because we're here at the European time zone. I have to wake up super early to watch these matches or sleep super late. But I was like thinking, okay, I'm going to wake up late. I'll wake up a little bit earlier for this one, hoping that it's going to go a little bit deep. And then Novak is down 2 sets up. Oh my God, what in the world is happening? And it's also not like 7-6, 7-6, where it's like a battle. It's convincing fashion. So yeah, unbelievable. Novak got super lucky. Can he be lucky? Yes. Many things can be right at the same time. Your thoughts, Yusuf?
Yeah, first off, we did not intend this, but we dropped the Stickman. TSH Jimmy dropped Stickman.
Stickman's been brutal.
And Stickman did his magic, and that was some dark magic.
Some
He
black
did the
magic.
did the same thing. So, okay, so Lorenzo Musetti, you guys know how much I love him as a player, right? And it feels like so similar to what happened last year because he was playing the best tennis he's ever played during the clay swing, semifinals of every big tournament, making it, then capping it off with the semifinal, Roland Garros.
Keeps on
and
happening.
Then something happens. He also gets injured in that match against Carlos Alcaraz. And then he needs so much time to get back into form. Like, he was playing his best tennis ever. And then the same thing happens again. He's playing some of his best tennis ever. He's up 2-0 on Novak Djokovic. And then this happens to him. So like it hurts me so much because you know how much it takes for you to find that best level, and then for an injury to derail you the way it did for him last year, and for the way it's doing it now in the beginning of the season. Fine, there might be a few weeks where he gets a chance to recover, but he's saying I felt a tear. And what does a tear mean? Tear means many, many weeks. So I wish him a speedy recovery, but he was so close. Like in Athens, he was super close, right? And then he turned the corner this match. And it's like, okay, I'm finally coming into my own. Novak Djokovic, one of my biggest kryptonites. I'm going to overcome this one. Then let's move on to the next.
And he had no fear. He was unfazed today against Novak. And I think that's what impressed me the most because he had no lack of confidence. And you knew, he had the aura from the beginning of the match. I felt he was in control the whole time. I never felt Novak was in control of this match.
He was spectacular. By the way, he's been spectacular the whole tournament. And Mahach was a really tough match. And then going on win straights against Fritz, he kept showing you guys that he is who he is. He's a top 5 player. And he's trying to get, he was vying for a top 3 spot. If he was able to get this one, he was talking about top 3.
But he's a legit top 5 player now. He's a legit top 4 even.
Superstar. And, about Novak Djokovic, though, this, he said, I was supposed to be going home. This wasn't lucky. This is what you call a miracle. Because the fact that you don't get a round 4 match against Jakub Menchik, and then you get straight sets, apparently, it goes down to the straight sets win against Lorenzo Musetti to move into the semifinals. If I'm Novak Djokovic, he said I'm gonna double down on my prayers tonight, and he should, because he should have been going home. But here he is going on into the semifinals against his toughest task. He has to beat Lorenzo, he has to beat Sinner, and maybe he has to beat either Sasha or Carlos in the final. This is as fresh as he's gonna get, as fresh as he's gonna be. And he gets it with like you said, this was a Hail Mary. This was a miracle. He can't even. He's probably shocked at what his status is right now going into tomorrow. What do you think, Sway?
Yeah, of course he's shocked because this was a horrible level. He didn't deserve to win this match at all. Even though I am a big fan, of course, rooting for him to get that number 25. Unforced errors, 32 unforced errors throughout the match. That was an insane number today. The second serve, he was getting eaten up alive by Musetti. He only won 39% of his second serve points. First serve percentage was 64%, but you felt like it was never there in the right moments. He was all over the place. He wasn't even winning the net points enough. It was overall a very bad, poor performance for him.
He said so.
Yeah, he said so, but it's also a really bad timing to have that. You're supposed to be rounding into form like all the other top dogs. He's seeming to round out of form, so I'm very, very concerned. The biggest argument, like you said, Yusuf, is the time on court right now. He has 2 hours less than Jannik going into the next one. Okay, let's see, but overall, man, he's not looking good. He's not looking good.
And another thing to make you second guess, how good is Novak going to look going forward? Musetti said he felt injured in the second set, and he was able to take that set.
And even in the third set, he was still whacking the ball, and he was Novak was not really in control of that third set till that last game.
Yeah.
So it was not good.
It's concerning, but if there's anyone who you believe can turn it 180 degrees, it's Novak Djokovic. But he now has the toughest test for him in the history of tennis, basically, because he hasn't been able to break the Sinner code.
Yeah.
But speaking of Jannik Sinner, Haroon, he did what you said he was going to do. He took down Ben Shelton in straight sets, sent him home packing. This is absolute dominance for him. He's now 8-1 against him after that first loss. He hasn't lost since. 21 straight sets against Ben Shelton, into another Grand Slam semifinal, into another Australian Open semifinal. Your thoughts on what you saw from your boy Jannik Sinner?
I hate to say I told you so. I hate to say it. Like, I usually love to say I told you so, especially when we do this or on this podcast, especially in tennis. But this is one time where, like, I hate to say I told you so, because Ben Shelton talked about this. Like, somebody asked him, like, how do you feel? Like, to walk us through your mental conversation. Like, why are you going to convince yourself that you are ready to face Sinner and beat Sinner this time? He said, like, I'm hitting my forehand the best I've ever hit it. I'm hitting my serves great. I'm so confident in my shots. I don't have to chip the return anymore. I can go for a big forehand on returns. Like, he was talking like a lot of great things that he's improved in his game. But now, like, I feel like he wasn't able to do any of that. Like, Sinner told him, no, okay, keep that to the other players. Keep that to other players, but not me. I'm a completely different player. And you can't have more than double the unforced errors that Jannik Sinner has in a match. Like, you can't, if you have more than double, like, that's really puts you, you're handicapped. You're handcuffed like that against Sinner, who's somebody who likes to eat up unforced errors like that. If you give him any chance, he's going to eat it up. And there's so many free points. Like, a guy that already serves great and returns amazingly, if you don't really utilize that and you stay consistent, then you have no chance. And he won way more points than him. He wasn't able to break once, not once, this whole match. I don't think it was competitive at any point in time. I'm really disappointed in Ben Shelton, because we were really super high on him. We thought that this was going to be a really epic match. But I predicted straight sets, and Jannik Sinner is a completely different beast. So, Jannik Sinner, baby.
Smail, you said 4, so what did you think?
Yeah, I did think Benny Boy was going to put a bigger fight. Like, I felt like he was holding on for dear life from the beginning of the match. And even on his own service games, he was holding on for dear life. Like, Jannik was just seeing his serve so well. And even though Benny Boy Schultz would kick that serve right into his body, max pace, he's still able to handle it brilliantly. Jannik is putting together now a repertoire of shots and of know-how on the court that I've never seen. Like, it's starting to be really, really scary, because his serve is incredible. Even if he doesn't serve at a high percentage, he's going to win a very high percentage of his first serve points. Today, 78. You can't touch his second serve for the most part, winning 65% of that. Most players can't even win that many on first serve either. I'm also most impressed with how willing he is to move forward to the net, and how efficient he's become at the net. Today, 20 of 24 points he won at the net. That is scary. On top of the number of times he mixed in the drop shot when Benny Boy's at the back. It's very hard to hang with Jannik Sinner from the back. And now he's even moving forward, and he's making it even harder to stay with him. So it's very, very scary. Benny Boy has a lot to go work on in the lab. I think, when Jannik had him on the run, it was almost like guaranteed the point's over. Like, if Ben Shelton has hit the forehand on the run or a backhand on the run, really the point's over. And Jannik moves you better, arguably, than anyone. No one moves you around the court and bullies you like Jannik. And yeah, he put together that performance today. Yusuf, Jannik's looking really scary, really scary.
No, he is looking scary. So, but to talk about Ben Shelton, though, I'm kind of disappointed. I'm not like Haroon. Haroon's really disappointed. I'm kind of disappointed just because of the caliber that Jannik Sinner is, the person across from him on the other side of the net. But, I expected more. I expected so much more. But Jannik really was clinical today. And Ben, he has things that he has to improve. But he's the guy that you believe he can. That's the thing. Like, you're one of those guys that we believe you can go in there and you can go toe-to-toe with these guys. Today was not the case, and he probably feels bad because he probably feels like the next step is taking a set, right? Because I've been competing, I've been taking them to tie breaks before. I had my chances. And the fact that this one was very convincing.
He got dominated.
He couldn't
it's
break.
probably-
He couldn't break. Win a set.
Yeah,
he couldn't
I know.
break.
Like this was probably the most convincing win against him in the past 4 matches. So it's probably not a one that he's going to be happy with. But so that's about Ben. But I think he says I think I'm a more complete player and I'm improving.
He is,
and we believe so.
He is
like
improving.
he's coming. But maybe we expected more from him this time around. Did not happen. Unfortunate. But Jannik Sinner, here we go again, because now I have to sit down and I have to find words to speak of how great, how impressive, how extraordinary Jannik Sinner is as a tennis player.
Unbelievable.
And I struggle to find the words because the forehand's clicking, the backhand's clicking, the movement is amazing, the serving is amazing, the returning is like an absolute wall back there. When you watch it, which is why I don't take away much from Ben Shelton, because Jannik Sinner on the other side is playing tennis that you can't find a weakness. I can't find the only weakness I can think of is sometimes when he's walking between points, it kind of looks like he's tired.
Yeah,
That's it.
It looks like there's a micro limp.
Like that's it. But once the
I
point
think that's
starts,
just how
once
he
the
walks.
ball is hit, I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I'm telling you, that's not a weakness. Which is my point of saying there's no weakness to Jannik Sinner's game, and he looks spectacular. He looks like he's gonna go claim that third straight Australian Open title. I'm at a loss for words when I speak of Jannik Sinner, and today was another day of an extraordinary performance against an opponent who you believed was going to be able to make him bleed, and that was not the case.
Yeah, it was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. And it now sets up for a fantastic potential semifinal.
Yeah.
Guys, Novak Djokovic is going to face off against Jannik Sinner again in the Australian Open semifinal. A match we've been looking forward to. Youssef, we got it.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on this matchup?
I'm so conflicted. First of all, this is, Jannik says that this is the toughest task that you have to face Novak Djokovic. But I'm like, are you serious? Because you've won the past 5 times.
Yeah, he said it's very, very tough.
Yeah, you've won
It's
the
going to
past.
be very, very tough.
On the past 5 times, the thing going for Novak is the fact, like you said, Smile, it's the time on court. The fact that he's going in. He said he has this blister on his foot, but that's not really something that he said is going to hamper him going into next match. But he needs to bring out his best level. He needs to bring out that level that we were seeing in the first 3 rounds. Because you best believe that Jannik Sinner is going to come ready to fight. He's going to come with his A game. He's coming with his 10 for 10 performance. And Novak Djokovic, the past 5 times that we saw, I would say Roland Garros is where he came with his best. And Jannik Sinner was able to fight him and take it and basically beat him and send him home. He's going to have to do that again if he wants any chance against Jannik Sinner. My prediction, we're going to give them in a bit, but Novak, is he going to bring that A level? Do I believe he's going to bring that A level? You're going to have to wait for my pick to find out.
Yeah, Haroon, this is going to be a very tricky match for Novak. What do you think about this one going in?
It's I think tricky is spot on, because this is a guy who we've seen already that he's trying to reinvent his game. He's trying to play differently. He's trying to play lighter. He's trying to play with more power. He's trying to hope to get some breaks on his body to physically endure longer in the slams. Especially this is a tournament that likes to grind you out. But you have Jannik Sinner, who is constantly improving to a level we have never like I said before. I said this before. He is Novak Djokovic's prime. Like he's prime. Novak Djokovic. It feels like he is taking Novak Djokovic's prime to a different level. It's
crazy.
He's faster, he's stronger, he's taller, he's hitting harder, he's hitting bigger serves, he's returning better, he has better touch. It's crazy. And this is now like Djokovic, who's at 38, so like what he has nothing to hey, I can play at this angle against Sinner. Like there's nothing. He has no clear weakness beyond let's hope and pray that something cracks that we didn't see before crack. Like let's hope to keep on banging something and maybe something would change. And the last time that Djokovic took a set off of Sinner was in 2024 in the Australian Open, in the same place. So, like, maybe this is gonna be some inspiration. Hey, like that was the start of our kind of changing of the guards and whatever and this and whatnot. But I don't know, man. It's gonna be super tricky, and I have no idea what's gonna happen. I'm hoping that Novak is gonna feel like, okay, I got a break off of this Musetti injury thing, and maybe I'm gonna play completely stress-free against Sinner. I have no idea what's gonna happen.
Yeah, I think like Novak, he needs to. A lot of things need to go his way because Jannik Sinner just needs to wake up and show up on court, and he's automatically the heavy favorite because the way he's playing right now is out of this world. If we've ever seen something like this, like the Monstars, like it's unbelievable what he looks like. He looks like a giant. And Novak is going to need a lot to go his way. He's going to need to serve really well. He's going to need to defend his second serve really well. He's going to need to return exceptionally and take advantage of Jannik's second serve. He's going to need to come into the net a lot. And he's going to need to be successful when he does it. And he's going to need to be mentally solid. And overall, he's going to need to believe every step of the way because Jannik is not going to go anywhere. He's not going anywhere. We saw since that Roland Garros final, Carlitos and Jannik are built different. They're not going anywhere. And if you don't show up ready to fight and ready to get punched in the mouth and come back, I felt he was quite flustered today against Lorenzo, which I didn't like. You know, and you felt like, I don't know if the belief goes in some of these moments or is it just frustration, but I don't even think he can afford those moments of lapsing in concentration because Jannik will absolutely take over if that happens. And so a lot has to go his way. He's saying he cares enough. He wants to challenge them. Well, the proof is going to be in the pudding tomorrow when we watch.
You know, one thing that you could say maybe goes for Novak in this matchup. You know, he loves this manifesting, right? He manifests things, and like that's why they come to life. What happened today with Lorenzo Musetti, like that's a miracle. And then he might think like this is a sign. And then he's able to dig deep the same way he dug deep in the 2024 Olympics against Carlos Alcaraz in the final. You felt like there was magic happening there. If he can find a way to tap in, to do something where he has that belief that he deserves this, he's capable. Like faith can move mountains. And if he has the faith, he can move mountains. The question is, does he have the faith? And I believe that he will have the faith going in, and it looks like it. You listen to him in the press conference, it looks like he believes that he can. He feels like he's healthy, and he believes he can. But my one question, though, about this Sinner-Djokovic matchup. Both of them, to me, in the sun, they're not that good. So does Novak want this match in the day session, or does he want this night session?
100%
Jannik
day.
also.
100% day.
Who wants it in the day session? Because I don't think Novak's really that good in the day session either.
No.
In the day session matches, he was struggling. We saw against Lorenzo, and we saw, by the way, which was the match against the day session. I forget which one.
Botic? I don't remember.
I know Botic was a bit in the morning. No, I think it was at night. But they both don't play their best tennis in the day session.
Novak
probably get night session because they played second, right?
I think Novak wants the day session because of the faster conditions. I don't think on a slower court if that favors him. I don't know if he wants to play long rallies with Jannik on a slower court, but then Jannik's pace is unreal. So yeah. I don't know. It's gonna be like I don't think it's gonna matter too much. It's it's about a tactical gameplay. Like he can't let Jannik swing him out wide because the point's over if he does. Like he gets out of position, it's gonna be night with that pace. Yeah. So I don't know, Yusuf. I don't know. I think he wants the day, but you're right. I'm not sure if it makes a big difference.
I think that he needs also. I think Novak needs another Hail Mary here for some luck for Jannik to start making a lot of unforced errors if he wants to win.
Of course,
because
he needs a lot. A lot has to go his way.
He's averaging 15,
but
16.
It's not wild scenario. We saw what happened with Spitziri.
Yeah, true.
Like Jannik had a dip. Jannik dipped.
He dipped and he had 51 unforced errors, which is completely wild. It was like a challenger match. Yeah. But he every other match, 15, 16, 17 unforced errors, which is super low. Like with Ben Shelton, he had 16 unforced errors. Come on, man. Like, come on. You can't catch a break there, but he needs a break he needs a break.
Well, guys, we laid it all out, and now it's time to move into our picks here. Novak Djokovic against Jannik Sinner for a spot in the Australian Open Championship match. Haroon, who you got here?
Coming to me?
Oh my God.
Oof. Okay, I'm going to go with the data. I'm going to go with what I'm seeing. And I'm going to be consistent with my pick. I picked Jannik Sinner at the beginning. He hasn't let me down. I'm not going to go against him right now. I think Jannik Sinner in a 4-set battle, it's going to be great. Novak Djokovic is going to show a lot of stuff. But I think Jannik Sinner still comes through with this one, guys.
Yusuf, is Noli going to do something?
I need everyone who's listening and watching, please don't hate me. But I believe that this is going to be another match where Jannik Sinner shows Novak Djokovic that Father Time is undefeated and he's going to take down the GOAT in straight sets. And it pains me. It pains me to say it. But I believe that's how it's going to go down.
Wow.
It hurts so much.
No. Don't say it so.
I don't know. I'm sorry. I love Novak, but I just, my eye tells me Jannik Sinner in straights. Ismail.
No. 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 I'm not ready to count him out. I can't do it. I can't do it. He's still alive. He's in the semifinals. If not now, then when? If not now, then when? He's been rebuilding the body. 2 hours less on court. He said he's hungry. He believes. He loves this idea of being underestimated and going in as the underdog. Why not? Why not one more time? One more time. He channels it. One more time for a miracle. And make no mistake, we need a miracle here for this to happen. But I'm going Novak Djokovic in 4 sets. He's going to find a way to play the aggressive tennis. He's going to find his best level. Jannik will dip. Novak will come through. One more Aussie Open final. One more.
Wow.
One more. 25 in 26. We believe.
Wow.
You know, like, to be honest, I hope I'm wrong. I hope to my heart that I am completely wrong and that you are right.
I hope so.
But I can't see it. I can't see it. I can't go with my
This
heart.
is pure heart.
I know.
This is a pure pick from the heart. But I believe he can do it. I believe he can. He can. If he brings that level of aggressive tennis that he played in the first 2 rounds, that wasn't a year ago. That was a couple of days ago. If he plays that way, he can send Night Jannik home. He can send him home.
But
he can do it.
I think, by the way,
he can do it.
Ismail, if he finds a way to get over this match, he is the heavy favorite going into the final.
Oof, bold pick.
Wow. Well, those are some interesting predictions, some interesting hot takes. Haroon, that was a nice one. That Djokovic is really favorite if he wins. Anyways, guys, let us know who you have winning this match in the comments. We'd love to hear from what you guys have to say. So please let us know in the comments and subscribe while you're at it if you're not. But next up, guys, on the other side of the draw, I think an amazing matchup we have. But before we get into the matchup, Carlitos Alcaraz basically took Alex De Minaur's soul, and I don't know if he gave it back after the match, taking him down in straight sets to move into the semifinals for the first time in his career. 10 Grand Slam semifinals for him. 50% of the Grand Slams he's played, he's made to the semifinals. Carlitos is on baby GOAT trajectory. Smile, your thoughts on Carlitos and what he did that round.
He's looking like a tank. Like he looks like you can't stop him. You can't mess with him. He's mentally unfazed. He's having fun. He's moving like he's a lightning rod. He has everything coming together. We know he has all the shots in the book, and he looks like he's having all the shots in the book, but he's also now bigger. He looks bigger. He looks stronger. He looks faster. It's unbelievable. He's like, you don't know how you can bother Carlitos. And if Carlitos is having fun, just go book your flight and go home. Don't even step on court when he's feeling this good. And it looks like he's feeling that good. Demon, with all, due respect, he gave him a great fight. He brought his best level, and then he got 1-2 in the second and third set. That's how scary Carlitos is right now. And you never feel like there's a moment where he's not controlling the match now. Like, you used to feel like he's lost control of the match. No longer. Complete control, complete dominance. Yusuf, he might be the one looking the best, even though Jannik looks like a giant. Carlitos is even scarier. To me, right now, Carlitos is scarier.
Yeah. Haroon, what were your thoughts on Carlitos?
R.I.P. man. R.I.P. Alex De Minaur. I'm so upset, man. It's so depressing. Like, come on. I feel as deflated as he feels. Like, come on.
Yeah. Especially after that first set, like, he gave a heck of an effort in that first set. Like, that was great.
I thought he was going to give him some pushback because when he played him in the ATP finals, like, he played great. He felt like, wow, I can feel that I can maybe make Carlos Alcaraz bleed. But he's looking like this is like Batman versus Superman, but Batman does not have any kryptonite. So it's just human versus unbelievable Superman. So it's like a normal everyday guy. And like when you walk into that match, like Alex De Minaur, like what are his strengths? Okay, I'm a super fast guy. I don't make unforced errors, and I can stay very long in the rally. And maybe if I stay long enough, I can win these points. But like he was getting outplayed at every single style of play. So it's short points, medium points, and long points. And he was losing them by a long shot. So it's like there's no solution for him. Like, can he try to win quick points? Does he have the serve? No, he doesn't have that. Can he maybe try to like sneak up a bit, play a variation drop shot somewhere? No, he doesn't have that. Can he play a long game? He doesn't have that either. So like when Alcaraz,
there's nowhere to go.
There's nowhere to go. You like this is maybe a new definition of suffocation. Like I have nothing. And Demon even said it. Like, hey man, like the guy, like his coach was telling him, go for it. He's kind of like, you really think I'm not trying to hit that as hard as I can? He's trying to crush the ball. It's really sad. I there's no words to say but sad. Like, it's a sad play.
Yeah, it's sad. And everyone's calling this play of suffocation by Carlitos. So your word being used often.
Yeah, everyone's using. You know, there's a talent gap between Alex De Minaur and Carlos Alcaraz. But about Alex, like, so much respect. So much respect for him because Carlitos came out guns blazing in the beginning. And you could have said, like, okay, then he's going to fold. He did not fold. And he fought back. And he gave him an amazing first set. And he gave him so many fits and broke him. And, like, Alex was playing amazing, but the new Carlitos is you can play. Alex played his best tennis. He played his absolute best tennis, and he lost the set 7-5. Like, that's how great Carlos Alcaraz has become. And he talked about how in the offseason, the most thing he worked on was his mental state and his mental fortitude. And you can see it. Because in a match like that where Alex De Minaur, the top 8 player, is able to give you his best tennis, he should take a set. But that's not what happens with this new Carlitos. He was able to dig out that hole, win that first set, and then, like you said, 1-2 to close it off. It really is spectacular stuff we're seeing from him because the tennis is truly, truly remarkable. When I'm watching him, I'm smiling the entire time. And he's smiling the entire time. And he's having so much fun. And he's in hard-fought battles, hard-fought rallies, and he's smiling. Even when he loses, he's smiling. It's such a joy. It's such a breath of fresh air. And I absolutely love to watch Carlitos Alcaraz play tennis. And add on to that, I believe his backhand now has become a super weapon.
Yeah.
The backhand is no longer a shot that keeps him in play, that's able to move from side to side. He is hitting winners from the backhand cross court, down the line, in the midst of tough rallies. He's able to whip that thing.
Yeah.
And it's an absolute weapon. The forehand was a cannon. The backhand has also become an absolute cannon.
Yeah. He's absolutely crushing. And he talked about how he's been playing with the technique and just feeling out what it feels to have a better shot from that side. And it's looking scary because now, like, you don't even know where to go on the court.
Yeah. It really is sensational what he's doing. But you know who's also doing sensational stuff on the other side? And I believe, Haroon, both of you guys have not shown this man enough respect throughout this entire tournament. And not only you guys, I think
deep.
A lot of...
I said he goes further. Yeah, I picked him to win this match.
You said he goes deep, then you picked Cerundolo to beat him. So I don't know
sure,
what
but I said initially that he was going to go deep. I said he was going to beat
That means
Tien.
nothing.
I said this is somebody where he's being overlooked.
No. We go off the latest predictions.
Everybody
and that
knows.
man is Sasha Zverev. Sasha Zverev has shown us yet again that he is who he says he is. He is a top 3 player for a reason. He's into the semifinals. He ends Learner Tien's magical run at the Australian Open. Haroon, what were your thoughts on Sasha Zverev, who you yet to give the credit that he deserves this Australian Open?
I have to give him a lot of credit, guys. I have to give him a lot of credit, especially against Learner, the Learner Tien, which was a scary match because somebody that is coming to kill your career, like he's trying to probably kill Medvedev's career. But he deserves a lot of credit. I love the vibes. I love how he's feeling good about himself. Lots after, like he's not feeling sad or down or anything like that. And I think he's trying to sharpen his iron and look forward to facing these big guys, which maybe in 2025, you weren't really feeling that great energy. But I like what I'm seeing right now. And I think it is going to be an absolute bloodbath of a match coming up against Alcaraz. And yeah, he's playing this aggressive style. The key to all of his winnings and all of his success. Everybody's telling him, even Nadal, when he tried to in the restaurant and showing him forehands telling him to play aggressive, like everybody's telling him to play aggressive, and he's finally playing like that more consistently. And that's what we love to see because he is too good of a player not to see on these big stages.
Smile, your thoughts on Sasha?
Yeah, I have a big apology to make to Sasha because I picked against him a couple times already in this tournament. And you know what? He deserves more respect from everyone, including me. Starts with me. He showed that he came back from the offseason, rebuilt the tennis, but also rebuilt the mental. I love the language he's using. He's saying, I'm here to enjoy my tennis. I'm playing for you guys, but also, he's talking about he wants to enjoy his level on the court, and he's enjoying. The serve was incredible. Yep. By far, the most impressive thing to me has been the serve. And, he
24
played
aces, Smile, 1 double fault.
Yeah, unbelievable. And I thought Learner would take advantage. He did not. And, the way he played that 4th set tiebreak about Learner says a lot to me. Because I thought Learner had the advantage going into that tiebreak. The momentum had shifted into his direction, I felt. And he handled it brilliantly. And he went up 6-0, 6-love in that tiebreak. And then he found the way to convert. Even though it went to 6-3, you felt like there was some tension in the air. So good job. Very good job. Very solid player. And, he has his chances. He has his chances. He deserves his chances to go for the title.
Yeah, to go for the final first. Let's see all the time. But what I love to your point about the tiebreak. I'm gonna go back to the 2nd set tiebreak because he had a mini break and he had 2 serves to end it, and then Learner found a way to steal it, right? And that could break him. But mentally, Sasha, I feel like he's back to his best, and he was able to come out and he punched Learner in the mouth in that 3rd set, 6-1 breadstick, and I'm like, okay, that's alpha energy from Sasha Zverev. And then add on to that, I think he's close to his best. His best to me is Roland Garros 2022 when he was playing against Rafael Nadal. Even he says that, but he's close to it. I think he's really close to it, and everything's clicking. We already said that last episode about how the way he's playing aggressive. And you guys asked for aggressive. How about 56 winners to 22 on 4 stars?
Amazing.
By far the best plus minus of everyone in the quarterfinals.
Amazing. Against Learner.
Against Learner, the Learner Tien, who you could say probably one of the most informed guys going into the quarters. So that says a lot about Alexander Zverev. And going into the semifinal match against Carlos Alcaraz, you best believe that he believes. It's 6-6. 6-6. He's beaten this man 6 times. So does he believe he can beat him? Of course he does. And he is not to be counted out whatsoever going into this match.
He's not to be counted out. He's definitely going to have his fair share of chances going into this match. Yeah. Absolutely.
1,000%.
He's looking very, very good, guys. And that sets up a fantastic semifinal between Sasha Zverev and Carlitos Alcaraz. Yeah. Haroon, this is going to be a very fun match. The head-to-head is tied at 6 apiece. Yeah. What are your thoughts on this match going in?
Smile, that's going to be a really, really spicy match. I think Alexander Zverev is going to come up and play amazing levels of tennis. And I think also Alcaraz is a completely different beast right now. I think Zverev is definitely going to have to be very aggressive, even way more than he's ever played. Because against Learner Tien, by the way, he wasn't able to, Learner Tien won more points on medium level shots and on longer level shots, like 9+ shots or from 5 to 8. But the ones from 0 to 4, Zverev was winning these much more. So I think that Zverev is going to have to utilize a serve, quick forehands, quick winners, drop shots, a lot of variation, because Alcaraz is very consistent. Like we haven't seen any of these dips at all. Yeah. But it's going to be very interesting to see, because this is the new Zverev, the new Zverev of 2026, and he sometimes shocks us and plays unbelievable level against Alcaraz, even when Alcaraz is playing the best on tour. But sometimes Zverev comes up with amazing level and beats him. So it's going to be exciting to see, guys.
That's fair enough, Yusuf, because it's true that Zverev actually likes to play Alcaraz. Like he knows how to play him.
Yeah, I don't think it's a matchup that he dislikes. I just told you, he beat him 6 times. If you beat someone 6 times, why do you dislike that matchup? And he said first of all, he's feeling healthy, which is why he's playing. He's saying, I'm happy because I'm healthy. So he's happy, he's healthy, he's confident. He just took down Learner Tien, who I believe he believed was a big win. So that's lots of confidence going in. Carlos Alcaraz is flying with confidence. He knows that Sasha Zverev is a worthy opponent, because who took him down in this tournament two years ago in the quarterfinals?
Yeah,
Alexander Zverev, who did the same thing to him in Roland Garros. Alexander Zverev is a worthy opponent, and going into this match, it's going to be very, very tough for Zverev and for Alcaraz. No one is going into this match and believes that, oh, I have the upper hand. Both of them, at their best, are going to give us a gladiator battle. And I'm going to tell you guys my prediction. It might shock you, it might not, but I think this is the match of the semifinals for me.
Wow, match of the semifinals.
Yeah.
I don't know about that, because the other match is amazing. But, you mentioned a very good point, which is Sasha has beaten him here before in Australia. Yeah. And, that says something, and Sasha loves playing in Australia, low-key. Like, it's one of his favorite places to play. 3rd
consecutive semifinal.
So this is a place where he feels good. He is coming back with different energy. But so is Carlitos, man. And Carlitos looks like he has no flaws right now on the court either. It's like a rock in a hard place. And I think it's going to come down to some of the things you mentioned. Haroon mentioned aggression. Sasha has to play super aggressive. He's going to have to come into the net a lot against Carlitos, because Carlitos is going to bring it to him. And he's going to have to protect that second serve, because Carlitos is going to eat it alive as well.
Yeah, he's going to have to
that's a big point. Yeah, and Sasha's going to have to do some things he's not comfortable doing, like some more serve and volley, mixing the drop shots. Those are not things.
He's been doing it in the past few rounds.
Yeah, we've seen he's starting to mix that.
It looked like it was done convincingly.
So he's going to have to do that more, and not to resort to old tactics, because you can't beat Carlos with your old tactics. You're going to have to play a new version of tennis, and he's capable. Can he do it for 3 out of 5 sets? I don't know. We're only going to find out on the day of.
Yeah.
We're only going to find out on the day of. But, it's time to make our picks, guys.
Let's do it.
It's here.
Let's do it.
Yusuf just called it, Haroon, the match of the semifinals, the match of the tournament so far. Let's do it. Let's do it. Let's go into it. Carlitos Alcaraz versus Sasha Zverev for a spot in the Australian Open final. Yusuf, who are you going with here?
This is such a good match that I believe we're going to have. And this one is going to be a gladiator battle. The match of the tournament. This match is going to go 5 sets.
Wow.
But the eventual winner of this match is going to be the person that I believe is going to take this puppy home. Carlos Alcaraz is going to defeat Sasha Zverev in 5 sets to make it to his first ever Australian Open final.
Wow, you had the first half. I thought you were going Sasha after all that, so you can go Carlitos. Haroon, Sasha or Carlitos?
My God, it's so hard. It's so hard to pick that one, because you want to root for Zverev, by the way, because he's shown that he's capable at times where Alcaraz looked invincible. Sasha Zverev came up with a super convincing win, like in RG, like before when he did it, and then he got injured. Like, that was amazing level. Woo, and in Australia. But I'm gonna have to go for Alcaraz here. I think Alcaraz is looking like a completely different player. I'm going for Alcaraz. He's looking so confident, so happy. Alcaraz in 4.
Wow. Both of you guys had me in the first half. I thought you were going to go Sasha. Like, you guys keep praising Sasha. Okay, go pick him. Well, you know what?
I said 5.
Carlitos has won the last 3 out of 4 matches against Sasha. I think he's just a completely different beast at this point in time. You know, I think there's going to be straight sets. I think Carlitos is going to down Sasha in straight sets.
5, 4,
I hope
3.
it's competitive.
Again, the disrespect to Sasha.
I'm sorry.
Again.
I just believe like Carlitos, what I'm seeing the eye test is unbelievable.
I believe in Carlitos
Like,
too, but
you're any better, Yusuf. Like, you're any better. You're like, I love Sasha, and then he loses. Like, pick him. Pick him.
5.
Yeah, it's not that different. And then maybe
Really?
the results the same, but no, I think Carlitos, he's gonna dominate. It's gonna be domination. It's gonna be straights. It's gonna be similar to what we saw from Sinner and Shelton. It's domination in 3 sets.
Yusuf, like Vin Diesel said, it doesn't matter if you win by an inch or a mile. Winning is winning.
Yeah, 5.
How Yusuf praised them and praised. I thought you were ready to go Sasha.
I thought you said like I'm
Well,
gonna
we're gonna
shock
see.
you with your
We're gonna
pick.
see.
And
But
then you said,
I said it's gonna be the match of the tournament. I think it's going to go 5 sets. I'm going out. You said straight, so like it's a completely different prediction than mine.
but to me, give me 3, 4 because I don't want Sasha to get depressed again. I don't want him to be depressed again and go, I was like, no, please, either quick sets or 4. Nothing in between. Nothing, no 5 thing, please.
I want 5. I always. Want
It's
5
gonna be a
For what's
fun match.
best for Zverev.
Yeah, it's gonna be a fun match. You know, guys, we have some really fun matches happening on the women's side as well.
Yes, sir.
2 excellent matches in the semifinals. Let's go in and make our picks there. Maybe 2 of the best matches of the entire tournament. Yusuf, Aryna Sabalenka against Elina Svitolina for a spot in the Australian Open finals. Who are you going with here?
You know, I was mistaken when I gave Jovic a set in that match, and then Sabalenka's like, hey, not your time yet. Svitolina's playing amazing tennis, but I can't go against the world number 1, the Belarusian tiger, the superstar, the beast, Aryna Sabalenka in straights.
Wow. Harun, is Svitolina going to give us some pushback here?
Maybe, man. Maybe she could shock you because she took down Goff in very convincing fashion. But I don't believe that inconsistency is going to also happen with Sabalenka. And I think Sabalenka is going to be super ready for that match. Sabalenka in straights.
Oh my God. I feel so ridiculous that none of us picked her for the championship because she's just looked unbelievable the whole tournament. But you know what? Of course, I'm riding with Aryna here. She's just looked like from a different planet. And, Svitolina's on fire, but I think this is going to be a straight sets victory for Aryna.
Wow, in a straight set's not good news for Aryna.
Now, Svitolina's definitely going to win. She's definitely going to win now. Do not follow our advice. On the other side, though, we have another super fun match. Jessie Pegula against Rybakina for a spot in the Australian Open final. Yusuf, who's going through here?
These 2 have looked spectacular, and the fact that both of them won in very convincing fashion, one against Iga and the other against Anisimova, my champion. This is a tough one, but I think Elena Rybakina is ready to continue her quest after the WTA finals and go all the way. I think I take her to win this one. I also take her to win this one in straight sets.
Wow. Harun, Pegula dominated Anisimova in the previous round.
These 2 players, by the way, it's best to just enjoy them and have no dogs in the fight because every time I want to root for either of them, they both stab me right in the heart. So here's a pick that I'm gonna make. Take it with a gigantic kilogram of salt. So Learner Tien in straights.
Wow.
Fine.
When watching Rybakina today against Swiatek, I was like, I don't know if I'm watching Elena Rybakina or if I'm watching Jannik Sinner absolutely torch the ground strokes and the serve. It was unbelievable. She looked like she could hit a winner from anywhere at any time with her eyes closed. It was unbelievable. If she can play 50% of that level, she will win the Australian Open. Give me Aryna Rybakina in 2 sets here, straights.
Aryna Rybakina.
Well, you guys know we like to let you know where we were right and where we were wrong and keep it transparent on this show. We all had Alcaraz beating Demon. We all had Zverev beating Tien. No, I had Tien. Actually, Yusuf, you and Harun were correct on that one. I was wrong. For me, we all had Djokovic. We all had Sinner. Harun had it in straights as the only one. And on the women's side,
Do we get the Djokovic one? Do we honestly get that one?
No, we don't. No, we don't get that one. We don't. Absolutely not. But technically, it is correct. And all our champs are gone on the women's side. Anisimova gone.
I was so let
Coco
down.
gone. Madison gone. They're all gone.
I was so disappointed with Anisimova's mentality today. I just felt like mentally she was not tough. I was not happy. Like,
I
she
told
had
you.
her chances in
I
the
called
second set.
Pegula though. I told you Pegula. She's 0-4 now against Pegula.
I don't
It seems
know.
to be her kryptonite.
I wasn't happy. I expected more from my eventual champion.
Yeah. I wanted more as well. But you know what? Pegula's she deserved it.
By the way, all of our picks, by the way, champions on the women's side had very bad losses, and they were playing horrible. What are these absolute letdowns? Anisimova is going crazy. Goff can't even buy a second serve. Madison Keys is framing smashes. What in the world is that?
That was we don't look good after those picks.
That's the WGF curse.
Oh man.
So we're going 5 curse anyway.
We are sorry, ladies, about that. But
Can't wait
next
for the
time.
semis.
Yeah, we're gonna have
But all our
such
men's
good
champions
matches.
are still here.
They're all here. They're all here, and we're gonna have amazing semifinal matches. And you know, we're gonna be here right after the semifinals to recap it all with you, as we do for every single round. Let us know what you think about each of the top dogs so far, and who do you have going through on the men's side and on the women's side. Can Djokovic finally beat Sinner? Is there hope? And is there a chance that Sasha takes down Carlitos? Let us know in the comments, and we'll see you right here after the semifinals. And subscribe so you can get all your tennis stories here. See you next time.
Have a good night. Good night. Good night. Very good night.